This period of time where we've basically had nearly a year of lockdown, but we're privileged enough to be able to still utilise this space. The space is not closed.
I think it's definitely a privilege, and like you know, honestly, like
it has made
for
me
me,
appreciate it.
As soon as I knew that we were able to come in here, I leapt at the chance because I just needed it. I needed it for sanity's sake, just to be able to kind of like, do you know what I mean? I say this, I did actually draw quite a lot during lockdown, like the original lockdown. I was quite prolific with my drawing, but it's the getting away from home. There's like a whole different identity, like being a studio member.
Have you got posters I could go and touch it?
Big or small?
Oh, this is fine.
There's always been like what I've always wanted to achieve with Road is to somewhere have like somewhere that's accessible and available for people to kind of like basically create art, like somewhere people can somewhere with like without any hurdles that people can like just get into and just like explore their like creative practice and stuff, but also like a platform for someone to succeed and like kind of develop their practice and grow. And like, so we've always like aimed to like kind of create like affordable space, like, you know, like people can basically afford and get into the art scene and get a step up. But also like we've always like I said, what we tried to apply with the old Road studio space was like we had a gallery space, which like again we didn't want to have as few hurdles as possible about exhibiting in, and a chance for people to experiment with work and create like explore their practice with that space and promote themselves. So it's sadly with the way things have gone, like that, like costs are so much more expensive now in Liverpool. There's like, it's very difficult to like provide those things now, really, in some ways, because there's always like the only way you can do it really is working with bigger organisations, like, you know, and like kind of basically working to their terms. Like ideally, like what we would like to do is essentially buy somewhere, and like we'd be able to, we wouldn't be at the mercies of like development and other things, really. It's essentially like kind of like allowing for some creative freedom, ultimately.
Like with the predicament that's gone on with me and with health issues with my family, it's kind of when I've gone to the studio, I can relax and with my friends, but I can also concentrate on what I've got to do, because the whole year has been quite isolating in a way.
It's been very isolating.
It's made me realise how much you miss it in some ways and how much of a part of your life it is. You kind of, like the amount of times I'll just be at home and it's just like, what now?
Lois, how would you describe your practice?
Gay as fuck. Very colourful. So yeah, it's been pretty like iconic. I've been here for like almost 6 years since I finished uni. I think if it weren't for like this place and having a space here, like I wouldn't know where I'd be with my art career. I'd probably be stacking the shelves at Tesco's, hating life. So yeah.
My work became Road. Road became a part of my identity in a way. So I developed it more in my image, as Rob's has developed certain aspects in his image of Road. So we've tried to give a lot of ourselves continuously, and I think sometimes it's been very beneficial, and then at other times it hindered my own development. Some of the artwork, the space that I'm currently in is not really geared to what I want to do.
Do something else. My baby's there.
We know we've got to continue to do projects because we've got to engage with the other members to give them an incentive to kind of come back in.
Yeah.
Because we're only, in a way, a shortfall away from members potentially leaving.
I think going by my past experience when I was like a lot younger in a different studio, I think you get out the habit of coming in, it can build up into this big thing, and then you kind of feel that you're unable to come in because you've got nothing that you're working on, and you're a bit afraid of, you know, you've got like artist block or whatever, and it just you make it into something bigger than it is. It shouldn't be a big deal, but
You
there
made-
is the danger of that happening. There's definitely a couple of members that haven't really been in much.
Yeah, I feel like you're making the hurdle bigger and bigger for yourself and stuff.
So that's why, in a way of doing projects that are very achievable,